Boss, congratulations on signing a new contract here at Norwich City. Just talk us through your feelings about extending your stay here.
Yes, I'm absolutely over the moon, and I feel also pretty emotional in such a moment, and unbelievably grateful for all the trust, for all the support, for all the help. I have to say, so more or less from the first day I walked in, I felt really at home. I've got a home in Germany, but it definitely feels like my second home here in Norfolk, and on such a day I just can be grateful for all the help and all the trust that I've been given from, of course, first of all, our owners, Delia and Michael. I've mentioned several times I can't ask for better owners and fantastic human beings. It's a pleasure to be allowed to work with them and for them, and also to lead this club in this responsible role. And of course, a big thank you also to the board, to Stuart Webber. It's a pleasure also to work with him. To all my staff, but also last but not least to all the supporters, because and I don't take this as given. Really, from the first day I felt so much positivity and so much desire that this project would be successful. And in this moment you feel also a bit small, I have to say, and also quite humble and thoughtful, and I'm unbelievably grateful.
You touched on some of the reasons there. Can you just tell us a bit more about the factors that made you want to decide to stay here for a few more years?
The main reason are the first 4 years, if I'm honest, because my blood is already pretty much yellow, and like I mentioned, it feels already like my second home. And I also got the feeling project is not done. So once I walked in through the door 4 years ago, the first topic was keep this club going, because we were under unbelievable financial pressure, and we needed to create values, and that's what we wanted to do. We tried to develop also special values where we want to stand for, special playing philosophy, also to develop our young lads with our academy, and we needed also to bring some money in, because the club was financially in a really difficult position. And I also mentioned already on the first day, our target is also to make sure that this club is an established club under the top 26 teams in this country. That means we want to play either in the best league in the world, in the Premier League, or to finish always in the top 6 on championship level, to give us a chance, if you're not playing in the Premier League, then to promote into the Premier League. And it's not easy to achieve this consistency as a self-funding club, and also a special club anyhow, who has not the financial opportunities like some bigger names perhaps in terms of club, but in terms of clubs. But the last 4 years we've shown this consistency. So we won the championship title, spent then the season on Premier League level, won again the championship title, and right now we head into the fourth season where we are under this top 26, and it's a great achievement, and we showed this consistency. Right now it's up to go the next step. At least that's my big desire, also to make sure that this club also becomes an established Premier League side, where it's also possible not to just stay for 1 year, or perhaps anyhow with a bit of luck 2 years. No, that's also possible to stay for a few years in a row, and hopefully never to relegate back. But if there is then perhaps, and this is always a danger for a self-funding club, perhaps in a few years' time, then when there's unbelievable bad luck in terms of injuries and you go back, but you are that established that you go straight up again. And to have this consistency and also this feeling that we are an established Premier League club, this is the next step. And once I want something, then I can be also unbelievably stubborn and work more or less like each and every minute of the day in order to achieve this. I know it's unbelievably difficult, because we failed a little bit in the past decades to create this consistency, and it's never easy. But I want to help as also like this club to go the next step, and for that the project was not done, and I got the feeling there's still more I can give to this club, and this is my big desire.
And how important was it for you to have your backroom staff extending their stay at the club as well?
I'm nothing without them. So it's not possible to work without them, because there's so much trust and so much help and so much quality also in their work, and I need them. They're all specialists in their different areas. Okay, it's me who has to put the picture up together, but without my backroom stuff, I'm nothing. And for that, I'm unbelievably grateful that I have so fantastic people who are with me on this way, who help me and who support me. And without them, I'm nothing.
In terms of the development of the club off of the pitch as well as the team on the pitch in the past 4 years, how do you feel about that?
Yes, it's also a moment when you also feel humble anyhow. So because once I look back how our situation as a club was and right now where we are right now, we're standing for a special brand of football. We have our values. We have developed so much also in our academy. When I think about the infrastructure, how Colonel looked 4 years ago and what we are doing right now, also the progress in the stadium, the financial solidity, also our reputation, it's great. And yeah, I'm also unbelievable humble and grateful that I also can play a little role in this project together with, like I mentioned, fantastic people, with our sporting director, with our board, with our owners and all the helpful hands. So for me, it's a moment where we can be unbelievably proud, not so much about our individual work, more like what we have achieved all together, because this is a club full of togetherness, full of emotions, full of unity, and we have achieved this all together. And it's a moment to be proud. It's important also to enjoy these moments at times, and also to value what you've come for, not just to thinking about, okay, right now the next step. Once you can't also feel the joy of what you have achieved, and at one point in the future will ask yourself why I'm doing all this. So it's, I think, also important sometimes to be proud and also to celebrate a little bit what we have to achieve. But then, after the celebration, also to keep going, because we always want to go further on and want to take the next step.
Like you say, keep going. Many more challenges still to come. What are your hopes, expectations going forward into the Premier League this season?
Yes, first of all, we are fully aware how difficult it is. It's the best league in the world, and some great clubs, the best coaches in the world, the best clubs in the world, the best crowds in the world. It's the toughest competition that you can find. But we haven't won our place in the lottery, so we have fully deserved to play on this level, and for that we want to be competitive. And we were always open and transparent. 2 years ago we spoke about we need a little miracle, because it was a great achievement, also still an important season in terms of the developing of the club, and this helped us also to play 2 years ago already on Premier League level, to achieve this financial solidity. We could make quicker steps with the infrastructure, also with the squad, in order to improve. Sadly, the outcome was an relegation, but we were always honest, so we need a little miracle. And let's be honest, we were not really prepared in this situation, not as a club in this moment, and also not as a group of players. We had exactly one field player with Premier League experience once the season started. And for that, right now, I got the feeling we are in a much better position as a club. We're in a much better position as a group of players, and we're back for good. We want to stay, and this is also the target. Right now, we don't need a miracle. We just need a bit of luck in terms of injuries, and also unbelievable hard work. We are fully aware of the size of the challenge, because we are the only self-funding club, and it's still not possible for us to spend money like all the others do. Even some of our competitors after promotion are there. For example, when I think about Watford, they've played many years in a row before they relegated on Premier League level. So not being jealous, but their financial situation is a different one. So hopefully we are also one day in such a situation that we can spend that much money. So it will still be unbelievably difficult for us and a great challenge, but nevertheless, we all got the feeling right now we are much more prepared than 2 years ago, and we are back to stay.
And do you feel that those experiences from 2 years ago could perhaps be beneficial this time around?
Experience always helps, and each and every person, each and every player, each and every manager, each and every head coach, each and every sporting director, each and every club has to have this will to improve and to develop each and every day. Once you have the feeling, okay, right now I know everything about football, I know how to lead a football club in a successful way, or right now we are a club who is established and we don't have to develop anymore. This is a moment when you're not good enough anymore for the top level. Then you become a dinosaur, and pretty quick you're away anyhow. So you have to be open for experiences, for development, and hopefully also we have developed a lot over the last year. So I wouldn't talk too much about lessons learned, because we knew even 2 years ago, actually, in order to be competitive, we would need to sign more individual quality. We would need more experience anyhow, but it was simply not possible in our situation 2 years ago. Right now, we are much further on in our step. That is still not a guarantee that we'll win the Premier League title, or we'll play in Europe next season, or we are even achieve the main target to stay in this league. So will still be an unbelievable challenge. But we got the feeling so. We all are much more prepared, and the club is in a much better position.
Lots of positive momentum from last season, some signings that have already been made this summer, as well as pre-season shortly coming up as well. Do you think those things can play a part next season at the start?
Yes, they have to play a part. So all the details have to be perfect. So we can't afford as a club, like perhaps some other clubs, to waste millions of pounds into players or into a project anyhow. That has no benefit. Yeah, of course, you can't be always right anyhow, but we are unbelievably careful on what we're doing, because money is a limited resource for us, and for that, all the details have to come together. And of course, we are on the back of the best season in the history of Norwich City Football Club. First of all, it was not that often that we were able to lift some silverware, even on championship level, but also in terms of points. So 97 points this club has never achieved before, even not on lower tires, if I'm honest. And for that, we are in a good position, but it doesn't help us. The 97 points won't help us next season. So we need to work unbelievable hard. We have to make sure that we adapt also to the quality of the competition, and we also have to work unbelievably hard with our new signings. And the job is not done, so we still have lots of work to do in the final part of pre-season. Also in terms of working a bit on the squad, we still need some more options anyhow, and once, if we are really successful, we just can judge this when this transfer window is really over, so in the end of August. So but we want to be as far as possible, of course, once the season starts, and want to be in a good shape, and then latest in the end of August, then to be in a position that with our squad, not to cut the league into pieces, but we want to attack each and every game, and want to be competitive in each and every game, and want to fight for points.
And lastly, you've got a great bond with the supporters here at this club. How exciting is it to take them on the next step of this journey with you?
Yes, and this moment is also a feeling of being grateful and thankful, and also to be unbelievably humble in this moments, because I spoke about my backroom stuff. It's the same with supporters. So without our supporters, I'm nothing. So we play football for the supporters. Football is not like for a sporting director, it's not for a head coach, not for a player, or not even just for the owners or the board anyhow. So you play football for the supporters. This is why we all love this game that much, and football is the best game in the best sport in the world. So because we play for our supporters, and once they got the feeling now they don't want to see our brand of football, our principles, our values anymore. We want right now proper long balls, 4-4-2 anyhow, then that's also the moment I have to quit. So I need their backing and their trust, and I'm unbelievably grateful that I'm allowed to work in such a privileged role and such a responsible role, and that I have the backing and the unity with our supporters. It's really a great honor, and I really feel blessed, and I can't express how much I'm really thankful and grateful for that.